Welcome, everyone, to Saturday night's short form improv comedy show, Comedy One Shots. We are Chaotic Good Improv, and we will be improvising for you tonight. What does it mean exactly, Chris? What is improvisation? Well, allow me to tell you, audience and rest of the world. What we'll be doing is making everything up on the spot. We don't have anything planned. We don't know what we're going to say yet. Much like this introduction, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth here shortly after it's just a thought and it reaches my mouth hole and it comes out to you. But we are going to be needing suggestions from you guys in the audience world out there from time to time. So before any of our games, whoever's introducing will ask a simple question. It could be give us a place or, a time of day or a holiday, whatever. And feel free to type that into the chat. And Chad, who is our tech wizard guru guy, he'll be paying attention to the chat while he's running our stream and probably pilfering from our bank accounts with his hacker abilities. But he'll let us know what that suggestion is, and we'll improvise a scene, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. And just give us some love through the computer screens here. Let me introduce our cast for you guys here tonight. My name is Chris. Woohoo! We've got Ty. We've got Melanie. And returning from like the longest hiatus ever, we're super excited to have him back. We've got Jack. Yeah. I mean, Jack's got life stuff like work and school and things, like stuff that whatever, you can't spend all of your time like people your age in front of the screen playing video games and making people laugh. Come on, buddy. Come on. Get your stuff together. As I offended Jack. Oh no. And I've introduced him already, and I'm going to turn it over to him for any pre-show announcements that we may have. Our Hostmaster General, Chad.
Well, thank you very much. You know what? You got me right there with that whole hacking thing. I was almost in, you scamp. Good stuff. I was just this close to cleaning us out, but it's okay. Well, as Chris said, welcome everyone. Thank you for being here with us tonight as we bring funny things to you, completely unscripted. And yeah, if you would like to join along with us, be sure to have those suggestions ready to go when we ask for them. And also, a couple of other things that we would like you to do before we get started in earnest. Go ahead and share this show with as many people as you would like. Before we even get started, go ahead and say, hey, friends, family members, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. We actually have some really funny folks who are doing comedy for free on a Saturday night directly to your screen of choice. That's right. My understanding is we've actually appeared on phones, tablets, computers, and in the dreams of many people. I know you guys appear in my dreams a lot. It's kind of weird, actually. I have to see someone about that. Anyway, but yeah, go ahead and share this stream on Twitch if you're watching there, on the social medias, Facebook, YouTube, what have you. Share it with all your family and friends before we even get started. That is a great way to support us and to get the word out about what we're doing tonight. So we really do appreciate that. Also, another way that people like to support us, and this is something they've done completely of their free will, and we do appreciate that, is financially. On twitch.tv, where you're probably watching the stream right now, there are many opportunities to support what you see, support local comedy here tonight. We have Twitch subscriptions that you can do, which if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can already do absolutely at no extra cost to you, which is amazing. We also have bit cheers, like I'm OK just did in our Twitch chat, so thank you for that, I'm OK. Sorry. And we just had a Prime subscription from Bluey408 who says,
Was that a bit Jack. Choke?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a bit choke?
Yes, I have a bit choke. Yes, I coughed right in everyone's ears because I'm a professional. But anyway. So yeah, I'm the OK cheered 100 bits, and then Bluey408 subscribed with Amazon Prime saying, yeah, Jack. So there you go. The Jack fan club is here in force. Also, another way that you can support us and get a little something out of it yourself is to get you some CGI merch. We do have merchandise. I have a mug. Melanie has a sweater. It is amazing. Jack has a mug too, and that is one of the most elaborate mugs I've ever seen.
Monkey mug.
We actually do not carry that in the CGI store, but I wouldn't complain if we did. But if you want really cool mugs like this one, or really cool sweatshirts like Melanie is wearing, go to chaoticgoodimprov.com, check out our store, and go ahead and show off your CGI fashion sense to the world. Seriously, I actually have a mask that I wore for most of the time I was outdoors on this beautiful day, spreading the CGI love. So there we have it. My face was an ad. Alright, so, let's see here. Yes, I'm Nini. Okay, that is, in fact, Jack after a long hiatus. It's so good to see him again. Also, what...
I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him either, honestly. So let's see. The last thing I would like to bring up tonight. Well, also, don't forget to follow us on all the social medias. Twitter is where we're really kicking it right now, I believe, because Ty has been doing a really good job in sharing all of that. We've actually been sharing a lot of things about ourselves on Twitter lately. Some of our favorites, some of the things we love. We actually talked about some of the favorite cities that we've all individually visited this past week. Mine is boring compared to everyone else's, so go check it out and see how much more interesting everyone else's lives are except mine. But yeah, go check it out on Twitter. Look up Chaotic Good Improv. It is amazing. Also, one last thing, the very last thing, I promise. We also like to get people's title suggestions for the show. As Chris said, this show is not prepared in advance. We kind of give birth to it throughout the night, and when it's done, we like to put it in a nice little archive, in a little home, as it were, and give it a name on this thing we've created. So that's where you come in. If you hear our actors say something uproariously funny, or if you hear a common theme happen throughout this show that you think is really funny and would make a great title, go ahead and put that in the chat. I will be Chaotic Good Improv in the chat, and just let me know, flag me down, say, hey, great title for the show idea right here. Put it down there, usually in quotes or something, so I can kind of tell that you're suggesting a title. I'll put it in a big old list, and at the end, we will discuss and pick out the one that we like the best. So there we have it. It's simple as that. You guys got a lot to do tonight, but you're also going to laugh a lot. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris to get the laugh started. Chris, let's go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I'm already laughing at Jack. It's been so long. I just, I don't know what kind of gorilla monkey arms he was just doing just there, but it made me giggle. So everyone at home, we're about to get ready to start our show. Just remember, this is the only time you're ever going to see this show. It's never existed before. It will never exist again because we don't know what's going to happen. And that's where you guys come in. So feel free to type in suggestions anytime we ask for them. And if we don't get to one of your suggestions right off the bat, chances are we'll pull it later on in the show because that's what we do. We get lazy asking questions sometimes. So let's go ahead and begin this. Our very first game is going to be a game for Melanie and Jack. And this is a game we like to start most of our shows off with. It is the game of change. What I need is a suggestion from everyone out there in audience land is what would be a reason to celebrate? What would be something, it doesn't have to be something super magnanimous. It doesn't have to be, like someone's 75th wedding anniversary. It can be something as simple as I found a penny and I want to celebrate. It doesn't matter. Just any reason to celebrate. Go ahead and put that into the chat. So what's going to happen is we're going to take the suggestion and Melanie and Jack will improvise a scene based on that suggestion. But during this game, anytime I want, I can say change. And when I say change, whoever just spoke is going to have to change what they said to something completely different and then try and figure out how that new thing they said is going to fit within the context of the scene. So I have a lot of power, which is fun. It's a good way to start the show, at least for me. So Chad, do we have a suggestion of a reason to celebrate or something that's celebratory worthy, celebration worthy?
Well, mostly because I've always wanted to say this. A new car!
What? Am I in the studio? Okay. So this scene has something to do with a new car, an automobile, if you will. This is the game of change with Melanie and Jack in 3, 2, and 1.
Yes!
I know.
Yes. Thank you.
I just, I gave a lot of thought to this before I realized that would really just be exactly what you need to start your future with. So here you go.
You even got the little pom-pom ball.
Change.
Yes.
You even got the little fuzzy dice.
Change.
You even got the ceramic tile disc to commemorate me winning the ceramic tile competition.
You know what? It makes for a heavy keychain, but I know you won't lose it.
That's right. It was less expensive than the tile. So
yes, I'm so proud of you for graduating, and yes, I'm so disappointed that it took you so long to get out of college, but
Change.
I'm so sad to give you my car.
I really appreciate it, though. You have this great townhouse to return to, and now I get to go live on the road.
Yeah, I know. I love walking, so being carless is going to be fine.
You're right. Well, I didn't want to rush the surprise, but I got you something too. I had a feeling this was coming, so I got you my bike.
Change.
I got you my electric scooter.
Change.
I got you a unicycle. I was gonna get you my bike. It broke, so I just cut it off in half. Actually, I made it myself. It's a unicycle just for you.
A unicycle?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I knew you were gonna love it, right?
I'm so high off the ground.
Change.
I'm terrified of heights.
Change.
I am going to dominate the streets in this.
That's right. You look at what? There's some rage in your eyes, Aunt Karen. I'm a little afraid.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You could never know how much I dreamed of being in the circus when I was a girl, and this is fabulous.
Is that why all of our walls are painted in original frescoes of the circus?
Change.
Is that why our house has a trapeze room?
Change.
Is that why you have had all those clowns over for dinner parties?
Ant seed. Oh man.
I don't want to answer any of those questions.
I want to see Melanie killing it on a unicycle down the highway. Highway? Oh my God! Why would you unicycle the highway? Whatever.
Okay, already silly. So our next game is going to be for Chris and Ty, and I am going to need just 2 letters. No, 1 letter. Even easier. 1 letter, because what's going to happen is we're going to play a game called A to Z. So whatever letter you give us, that they are going to start their scene with that letter. And if they start with B, Chris will have to say a sentence that starts with B, and Ty will have to respond with a sentence that starts with C, and on and on and on until they come all the way back to B. So while you're thinking of that really big challenge of a letter, can we also get a suggestion for, maybe a gift that you can't wait to regift? As soon as you open it, you're just like,
I can't wait to give this away.
I can't wait to give this away. So, Chad, do we have a letter and a gift that someone may or may not regift?
Okay, well, the gifts are trickling in, but we do have the letter H to start out with.
H.
H.
Ha. H. All right, so our these guys will start with the letter H and circle back around until we end up at H again. And I know we've got something because Chad's laughing.
Geriatric vitamins.
Geriatric, not just vitamins. Not just vitamins. You got to figure out how to re-gift geriatric vitamins. All right, so this is A to Z with Chris and Ty. It has something to do with geriatric vitamins in 3, 2, and 1.
Horace, I wanted to give you something special on your 85th birthday. It's Centrum Platinum. I'm too young to take them, and I figured you'd just do fine.
Oh, thank you, Isaac. I appreciate that very much. You know how brittle my bones are getting.
Just take 2 of them every morning with a big old sip of water, and your bones will start getting nice and dense and crusty again.
You know what? I think I'll just go ahead and start right now. If you want to hand me that bottle, I'll go pop 2 of them vitamins right now.
Let me open it for you first. It's not just child-proof. It's person with arthritis proof. It'll just bust your knuckles right out their hand if you try to open this.
Man, I don't know what I would do without you, Isaac. You always looking out for my bones and all. I mean, my arthritis bones and my brittle bones, and you're just looking out for me. I appreciate that.
Now, I don't know what I'd do without you. You're my best and only friend, and I need you around as long as possible. That's why I got you these Centrum Platinums.
Okay there, Isaac, I'm ready for them. You open them up for me, I'm ready to take them.
Put your hand out, and I'll give you one. And then, oh my goodness. Let your palm of your hand is all cracked and it looks like you just fell on a charge of glass or something.
Oh, quick, then give me them vitamins. Maybe it'll fix it.
Really? You think these little tiny vitamins are going to put your skin and your hand back together? You might be suffering from something more than just osteoporosis and stuff. I think your brain might be malfunctioning, Horace.
Suffering? You think you know suffering? Have you ever had brittle bones, arthritic bones, and brain bones, and all kinds of messed up bones everywhere? Isaac, I don't think you understand what I'm going through, and you're over here giving me vitamins, taking them away, giving me vitamins, taking them away. Isaac, I'm starting to get worried that you're not actually looking out for me at all.
This is what I was fearing. I saw on Dr. Phil. When someone starts talking about brain bones, they're crazy. They just start going insane. And I'm really worried about you. Maybe I might need to get you something more than Centrum Platinums.
Unless you hand me them Centrum Platinums right now, Isaac, I swear I will break my leg off and hit you with it.
Very aggressive you're getting. Okay, fine. You know what? Just open your mouth. I'll just chuck these bad boys down the back of your throat.
Wow, Isaac, you have a strong arm. Have you ever thought about playing baseball?
Ex-shortstop for the Boston Red Sox right here back in 1972.
Wow, you looked familiar to me. I was at that game, Isaac.
Zebra game. We ran out of our regular uniforms and we just dressed up like referees out there, and the umpires, we called them in baseball. There's still difference, but we were out there in the field looking like we were working at a Foot Locker because our uniforms were busted.
Anyone at that game couldn't tell who was playing who because you were playing the Yankees, and with your stripes and the umpire stripes and the pinstripes on them Yankees, no one had a clue what was going on.
But that was the best part of the game. See, now I was shortstop and I threw to the catcher, and the catcher, he kind of threw the ball back to the pitcher, and then the pitcher on the next pitch, he threw it and hit the batter. And then everybody just started coming. They were fighting, but everyone had pinstripes. We didn't know who was who. I punched my friend. He punched me. We punched each other. It was fantastic.
Of course, I wish we could go back to those days, back when, gosh, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's thinking about punching people, or maybe it's them vitamins, but I'm starting to feel better already now.
Don't you go getting all uppity, Horace. You know with your brittle bones, someone will punch you and you just turn into a puff of powder dust.
Everyone is calling me a puff of powder dust these days. I thought you of all people would at least to show the decency to not call me a puff of powder dust.
Francis came up with that nickname. I can't take credit for it. I thought it was hilarious, and I wanted to use it too.
Jeez Louise, Isaac, I didn't think you were still hanging out with Francis. I thought that we ditched him.
Horace, I like making fun of him too. You're my only friend.
And scene. Awesome. I got so caught up in that. I was like, wait, what letter are they on?
I want to see those two old guys, Horace and Francis. They're fun.
Isaac, not Francis.
Isaac. Francis is the one we don't like. Yeah.
We don't like Francis.
Okay, I'm actually running this game, but I had a technical issue come up real quick, so bear with me just one moment, everyone. Okay, all right, technical issue done. So,
you having trouble with your brain bones?
Yes, my brain bones.
Happens.
My brain bones are, just firing all over the place. Actually, they rattle.
You don't want to break a brain bone.
Yeah, exactly. I've had my head wrapped up. But anyways, all right. So let's move on to a game I like to call Switch because that's what it's called, Switch. What this means is we're going to have, as you can see over here to the right of me, as you're watching it, we have all of our actors in a nice little squared or circular square type thing. This means that each of our actors will be paired off. So Ty and Melanie will be a pair of actors in a scene. Melanie and Chris will be a pair of actors. Chris and Jack will be a pair of actors. And Jack and Ty will be a pair of actors. All right. I bet you're wondering what you're going to be suggesting. Here it is. Anything. Like literally anything. What I need from all of you is just put in a suggestion of anything at all that might be burning inside your head that needs to be let out. To give you some ideas, go ahead and put in a non-geographic location. Put in a relationship between 2 or more people. Put in something weird that you might find in your junk drawer. Put in any or none of those. Just put in suggestions for whatever reason. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign each of these pairs of actors that we just listed, I'm going to assign them a scene based on those suggestions. Whenever I want to see a particular scene played, I will call out the name of that suggestion, and we will switch over to that pair of actors. They will play their scene. When I get bored with that, or when I want to move on, I'll just say, or whatever reason, I'll just say the next scene that I want to see. It's like I have a remote control, and I can just channel flip for days. It's fun. So, let's see what we have coming up here in the chat. Okay, so, oh wow, that's a lot of suggestions. I think I started something here. Ty and Melanie, you guys will get the suggestion of unicorn. Okay. Let's see here. Melanie and Chris, your suggestion. Potluck dinner. Alright then. Chris and Jack, your suggestion. Mouse in the house. And Jack and Ty, your suggestion. Glitter.
Wow.
Okay.
I like it.
Unicorns and glitter.
Unicorns and glitter in one show?
I know.
Both in the junk drawer. But anyways. All right. So one more time. Let's go around this square just to make sure that everybody has their scene straight. Ty and Melanie, your scene is?
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
Melanie and Chris, your scene?
Potluck dinner.
Chris and Jack?
Mouse in the house.
Jack and Ty?
Glitter.
Alrighty then. I want to see a scene about a unicorn to start with, so let's start with Ty and Melanie. This is Switch in 3, 2, and 1.
We've been out here a long time. I know you're the expert, but I don't feel like we're gonna find a unicorn out here.
Well, shh. Don't be such a negative Nelly. They don't come out when you're looking for them. We gotta be quiet. We gotta be stealthy.
Maybe we should put away the binoculars if we don't come out when you're looking for them.
Good idea.
Okay.
Maybe we just act like we're just regular hiking.
Right. I can take off one of the arms so I don't look as professional. You know, like I'm in high school again. I just got one shoulder strap on the back.
Yeah.
I'm like leaning into it a little bit, so then I don't look professional, right? That seems like that might be good.
Yeah, I'll just lean against the tree, and we're just chill. We're chilling,
Yeah.
and then maybe we don't even talk about them.
No. I mean, I don't even know what we're even talking about. I mean, I'm just hanging out. You know, I'm thinking about going to football practice later. What are you doing after school?
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna try out for the musical, My Little Pony.
Potluck dinner.
I would like to return this. It didn't work. It looks just like a regular pot. I brought it over to my neighbor's party, and just bad stuff kept happening. It wasn't lucky at all.
Oh, this is a very expensive dish, and you've used it, so it's going to be hard to return it.
Yeah, but it's false advertising. Right on the box, it says perfect for potluck, and I put food in it, and I brought it to a place, and it was bad luck. You need to put it. There's got to be a return policy.
Okay, all right. I see your point. Perhaps you made what kind of dish did you put in the pottery?
Oh, beans and franks.
Beans and franks.
Yeah, I cut up to myself. They were delicious. They were the Hebrew Nationals. Cut them up, put them into the barbecue baked beans. They were Bush's baked beans. They were good.
This is a very expensive dish for baked beans. You Americans and your beans and your franks. Perhaps
Wait a minute. You're British, man. What do you eat for breakfast?
Tomatoes.
And beans.
Tomatoes.
I've seen it. I watched the shows on the Travel Channel. I've seen the beans and the breakfast.
You're
Burn
right.
The house.
No, dude, he's here. He's here. Hey, what up, man?
Hey guys, how's it happening?
We're just having a good time. Just having no big deal. No big deal. You I haven't seen you around in a bit.
No, I've been busy doing stuff.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. Hey. All right. I don't know how to do.
No, me neither. But
Yeah.
it's, dude, I'm glad you're up here though. I'm glad you're up here. It's fantastic.
You got 15th floor. That's pretty high.
Yeah. We actually just added some stairs over the last summer.
I saw you guys just sort of like Spider-Man crawling your way up the walls. I was worried for your safety.
You've been watching?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I sit outside with my other friends, the squirrels and the birds and stuff, and I see you guys.
Hey, that's understandable. That's understandable. I mean, listen, it's not all it's cut out to be up here in the raccoon village. But it's nice. It's nice. It's an honest work.
That's what I was wanting to see. Maybe if you got like a corner of like just a little tiny bit of room, actually maybe a corner of a corner, I could maybe just sit down for a while and or a day or a week or something.
I mean, I could talk to the guy. You just need a little space.
Just a small bit.
Just a small bit.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be on the floor. It can be like on a ledge or a shelf or something. I just need to.
Look, I'll talk with the guys. I'll see what we can do. I'll talk to the trash pandas. Trash pandas, where you at?
Litter.
But I will see what we can do.
So, I hear you're throwing a party.
Yeah, you could say that.
All right, so you might be needing some supplies, maybe you need some supplies. I got you covered. You know me. I got you, man. I got all the party supplies you could need.
Yeah. I mean, you hooked me up last time, but you also called the cops.
Well, I had to make sure the product was being used properly. We may be doing business in a back alley, but I ain't no shady person. All right, I don't want my products being used illegally like some of my customers have been. So it was just a test, and you passed, my friend. You passed, so now it's open business.
Now we're good.
It's open business. You got both sides of the jacket this time. Last time it was just.
You should put on more things.
Right. I'm covered in party supplies. This is the more you buy, the more you see, my friend.
Listen. I don't want to buy any party poppers tonight.
I got one big party popper for you if you want it. So
I'm good. I'll stick with
all right.
the regular supply.
Yeah. So also, I forgot who I was. I want to also return this gravy boat because it don't float. I put it in my bathtub when I bathe. I like to eat, like meats and gravy, and the gravy boat sunk right down to the bottom. Gravy went all up in my bathtub. I looked like I was soaking in gravy.
I'm so curious that people actually come to your place to eat food with you. In what, a tub?
Well, that was my own personal thing I was doing by myself. But I mean, if someone, you want to come eat with me in my tub?
I don't want to come to your tub, but I do think that we can't return the dish. We can't return the boat. I think that if you look at the box, it says pot luck, good for pot luck. Now, I don't know. I know you Americans are very good with your weed, and it's available everywhere. And I think you're missing the boat, if you will, by not including the pot with the luck. Do you know what I mean? And then you might get someone in your gravy boat with you.
Yeah, but now I'm just confused because you're mentioning a lot of boats. But I will, if you want, I can. I'm not sure if you're coming on to me, but I've got some weed. If you want, it's at my Ford Festiva out there, parked outside the store. You want to come out there? We can hotbox it or something.
I don't know. Do you actually have gravy in a tub? Because that might be interesting.
Oh man, you're speaking my language here, girl.
Unicorn.
Professor, I think it's working. I think the you-know-whats, I think they're close.
They are.
Okay. Oh.
Do you know how much
I thought you were going to shoot, Professor. I'm sorry.
I want to make my point first. I'm always a teacher first. You know how much these things are worth?
You're just locked and loaded, and that's a hairpin trigger. I just was really ready for it.
Okay, cover your ears then.
Okay.
The animal doesn't die.
No, that bullet just ricocheted right off him and it went straight into that squirrel's eye. It was really gross and gruesome, and I feel bad now. That squirrel was just looking at that majestic unicorn, and now it's blind just because of that stupid unicorn's impenetrable skin.
Mouse in the house.
Guys, get in here, get in here, get in here. There's a shot outside. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. I saw the Buxley's. It looked like Buxley's eye just exploded, and brain bones came out.
I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. I'm supposed to watch the house.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have been on that wire. You know, squirrels are stupid. You know, they just run. It's almost like when the humans, they go to those little shooting galleries at the carnival. That's all the squirrel is when it runs up there on that telephone wire.
It's just a target?
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just you shoot, it runs one way, shoot again, runs the other, they're done.
Mickey, you're pretty smart.
Oh, thank you. I'm crafty. I like to consider myself crafty, and I'm very resourceful.
Glitter.
All right, I got streamers.
Next.
All right, I got bath bombs.
No,
What kind of party you throwing?
We were here to celebrate my daughter's bat mitzvah last time.
Oh,
but
right.
Here, I'm looking for something for my boy. My child. My boy!
It was the other one. The bar mitzvah this time. So you're
yes.
It's the bar mitzvah. Well, don't worry, I specialize in all kind of mitzvahs here. I got it. So if you look over here on the right
Only one
side,
sleeve, please.
No, the left side's covered. Again, and we got the party poppers covering all the good stuff. So don't worry about that. You already said you don't want any, so
none of those poppers. No, thank you.
No poppers. No worries. You don't want a popper in a bar mitzvah anyway. That's not topical. If you want, I got all kinds of stuff. I got stuff to go on cakes if you want. I even got cupcake little things. It has little sticks right here. And the sticks even say bar mitzvah on them, so you can put on every.
You just come locked and loaded. I appreciate it.
Oh, don't worry. The poppers are staying in. Don't worry. The poppers are staying in. I'm not locked and loaded there.
Oh my
gosh.
Those are some crazy stories. I just want to throw it out there.
That was a weird switch.
Yeah. Anytime you make a love connection, though, it's good. I foresee that British woman taking a nice gravy bath with that gentleman.
Oh, absolutely. High as a kite.
All right, so our next game, we're actually going to send Chris, quote, out of the room, which just means he's going to take his headphones out so he can't hear a word that we're saying anyway. This is a game called Human Resources. So what we need in the suggestions, we need a couple of things. We need to know what kind of job Chris does, any occupation, any job whatsoever. We also need to know a reason why he's being called into human resources. Now, a couple of things. I don't want this to be a real reason, like a real thing you would get called into human resources for. We don't want to talk about any of those kinds of things right tonight. We want to talk about some silly things. So a silly, absurd, ridiculous reason why you would get called into human resources. And also, I don't want it to be directly connected to the occupation. So, because that would make it too easy on Chris. And we don't want to make it easy on Chris. We want to make it difficult. So, an occupation, a reason to be called into human resources, not a real reason, but a silly reason, and a fictional or real-life person that is doing this activity with Chris. It could be a real-life person, alive or dead, or a fictional person. It doesn't really matter. We don't care. As long as we know who they are, that's all that really matters. So, occupation, reason to be called into human resources, and a fictional person or a real-life famous person. Doesn't really matter. And so once we get all those, we're going to be playing this game where Chris, obviously, he has no idea what's going on. He can't hear a word we're saying. And so he's going to have to guess through his interactions with me, the human resources rep, who he is, or not who he is. He should know who he is, what he does, who he was doing an activity with, and what that activity was that got him called into human resources today. So, Chad, do I need to continue talking, or have we started getting some of those suggestions?
Okay, let's go with a sports cameraman.
Okay, so the job is a sports cameraman, or
right.
camera operator, if you will.
Yeah, camera operator, as it were. Who was mashing grapes with his bare feet in the office.
Oh, gosh, you hate to see it. Mashing grapes with his bare feet in the office. Good.
And he was doing this with Elmo.
With Elmo. Of course he was. Of course he was. So Chris is a sports camera operator who has been mashing grapes with his bare feet in the office. And he's been doing this with Elmo. So this should be very interesting to see how he's able to figure this one out. All right, so we're going to give Chris the universal symbol to come back into the room by pointing at our ears, and he will rejoin us and start the meeting. Welcome. I'm so glad that you were able to make it. And I know you're almost off for today, so I just wanted to make sure we had this meeting real quick.
Yeah, I'm glad too. I was just when I got your email, I deleted it at first, and I had to ask a coworker to see if he could get it because I noticed it would CC everybody. So I saw it, and I'm just glad I didn't stay in the trash because I knew it's important meeting. Yeah,
well, good. I'm glad. That was very long-winded explanation, but
that's the short version. I can go into more detail.
Okay, well, we'll save that for later, if you will. But I'm really glad because there's something we need to talk about. We've gotten some complaints around the office. Some people have been complaining about the mess around your area. Right. And so we just wanted to make sure we nipped it in the bud. OK.
Well, I'm sorry. I like to pre-plan. And so I know Christmas is coming up in like 12 months. Well, not 12 months. Got to be Christmas today. But Christmas is coming up soon in like 10 months. And I was just cutting up all my snowflakes and I may have for the holiday season. And I'm sorry if I left all the paper shavings and stuff on the floor or ground.
Right. Well, honestly, the paper stuff, not that big of a deal. We can just vacuum it right up. It's the other stuff. And I'm not sure exactly what you're doing. I'm not sure if you're trying to make your own dyes for it, or I'm not sure if you're trying to make your own jams and jellies for Christmas. I'm not really sure what you're trying to do with them. But we just want to make sure that they stay off the floor if you're going to do something. Because, again, they're getting in the vacuum, and it's not good. The vacuum is getting all clogged up from it.
Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes forget stuff on the floor, and I jam it into the carpet sometimes. And I'm sorry about doing that with the stuff. Yeah,
and honestly, it's starting to get a little slick around your area. It's becoming a hazard, especially, we have to get nice, clean shots. All right. We can't, as you're panning, as you're following, we can't have you slipping and sliding and moving that camera around. So we just got to make sure that you're, that you keep it steady,
Yeah. Yeah. I like to consider myself a connoisseur of sweet, delectable treats. And and part of that is making my own condiments like jellies and jams and stuff. And so I like to put fruit on the floor.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things. If it was just that, we would be able to get around it a little bit better because, we could just pick it up and then throw it in the garbage.
But I squish it there too. It's kind of my workstation.
Yeah, the problem is
I like the way it feels in between my toes.
That's exactly the problem. The problem. We don't. Bad. One, it's not hygienic to do that with your.
I don't know. My feet are pretty clean.
Well, not anymore. Obviously, the way they're almost stained purple. From everything.
I like a lot of purple fruits and vegetables.
Or I guess you use the green ones. I'm not sure which ones you use.
Well, that's for my wine.
You make wine on the floor?
Well, yeah. How do you make wine?
Well, I buy it from a store. I don't make
That's not making it. That's not making it. Well, look, I'm sorry for doing that. Squishing grapes on the floor with my bare feet.
Yes, that's exactly. I'm glad that you were proud enough and big enough of a person to come and admit that. And I appreciate that.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate that.
I was doing it because my buddy wanted to taste my delectable foot wine, and I told him I'd make some for him.
Yes, and that's the other thing is we need to talk about your buddy. I think he's being a bad influence on you. And we noticed the little red hairs all in the leftover grape goo on the floor. So so we know who it is, and so you might as well just go ahead and admit it, who it is.
Well, I probably should, but
Yeah.
maybe I'm trying to question how much trouble this individual is really gonna get in. Now he didn't participate. He was an observer, and apparently he might have been shitting at the time. I'm not really sure.
Well, it happens, and we're also just worried that he's around the office because he may be a talent scout trying to get you away. Maybe he's gonna take you down the street. And we need you here because you are one of the best in the office. And so we don't want you going to another network, to showcase your skills for them down the street.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like it here too. And I mean, obviously you guys hired me because I just exude charisma.
Of course.
Which
is not necessary all that much, but it's an added bonus. It's nice. It's nice when like all the talent look out there and they see someone like you who exudes charisma. It really helps bring the talent, get their juices going, and get their creativity going and get their personas going. So we do appreciate it. It's an added bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's a bonus. When the talent comes in, I like to question them sometimes.
Yeah, and about that too, that's not in your job description.
Well, but I know it's not. I just wanted to, that's a fact. I just like to do it.
Yeah, and we've actually gotten complaints from them about that because, they're trying to do a job. And while it's nice to know that you're back there making them look great while they're doing that job, it helps make them do that job better. It's really distracting, and all the fans they don't appreciate it when people like you distract all of those very talented people out there doing their job.
Do they get distracted when I hold the camera?
Not as much because they expect
I don't usually do that. Yeah. I mean, it's the makeup. Have I been screwing that up again too?
Well, no, it's I mean, you hold the camera. You do hold the camera.
I do. Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I do. But I've been moonlighting as a makeup artist. I just didn't know.
I don't know why. Most of them wear a lot of them wear helmets and face masks, and some of them wear all kind of, or sometimes you're just very far away, so you don't even really see them all that close up, and then all the sweat just makes it go away anyway. So
I'm sweaty too. They're sweaty. A lot of people
they're probably more sweaty than you are. They're the ones running around.
Yeah, they're running. I mean, they have to. That's part of their job.
Yeah, and the coach can't call a timeout every single time you want to talk to him.
Nope. Oh, because I'm So I'm sorry for squishing my foot wine grapes on the field, right? Because I'm an on the field reporting person.
Well, see, that's what you want to be, but
that's what I do. I'm trying. I'm an assistant.
You're trying. You're just behind. You just got to stay behind.
I'm the cameraman for the on field. Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm the one that tells her what to say. I just wanted to point that out.
Just keep telling yourself that. Just keep telling yourself
that. I'm sorry for my red-haired friend.
Yes.
He's just, I think he might be alcoholic, and he just really wanted some foot wine.
Oh man. Well, maybe you should give him a hug. Just give him a hug. Maybe a little tickle. Maybe it might help him feel better.
I would, but if I did that, he might interrupt the broadcast because with his little giggles, because it's tickle me Elmo.
Right.
And so look, I know here at this sports network, we should be a little more professional. So I will take it under advisement, and I promise I will no longer squish grapes into my foot wine on the side of the field while I'm cameraman for the sideline reporter, and especially won't do it around that alcoholic Elmo.
All right. Well, good. I'm glad we had this meeting. We'll see you next week.
Oh my God, that was so long. That was hard. Oh man. I want some foot wine.
Alcoholic Elmo.
Please.
Don't do him that way.
You see him out there in the back with Oscar the Grouch,
Man. Oh, jeez.
We just got muted. All right. So, anyways, let's go ahead and move on to a brand new game. What? Okay, this is a new thing that we're doing.
What are they doing? We've never done this before.
We've never done it before, so that's fun.
Well, we are currently doing as I say 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes we do new things. Who knew? Anyway, this is a game called Abridged. Now, this is a new concept, and we're going to be springing it on y'all tonight. And let's see how it works out. So, what I need from the audience is a suggestion of a story. I don't want a real story, though. I want a title of a story you'd want to see. So make up a title. You're making up a title for the show anyway. Why don't just make up a title of a story that you would want to see told on the spot, just completely made up by our experienced storyteller, Chris. Because Chris will then have 1 minute, and I will be running a timer on my end. Chris will have 1 minute to tell a story based on the title that you suggest. Now, after he is done, we are going to see that story told again by Ty, but Ty will have to do it a little bit faster than that. And then Melanie will have to do it a little faster than that, and Jack a little bit faster than that. So we're going to kind of abridge it down a little bit into a nice bite-sized story that you can tell your friends and family and coworkers and sound like a really wise sage at the office or in your home or wherever you happen to be. So let's take a look at that chat and let's see if we have a title suggestion for a story. Okay, alright. I think I've actually seen this before, but what the heck, why not? Thomas the Train Derails. Okay, so this is a story about Thomas and a train derailing, or however Chris wants to make it up. This is abridged, and let me get my stopwatch up here. This is abridged in 3, 2, and 1.
One day, Thomas the Train, as he was known, Tommy Train, was riding down the tracks at a normal train-like pace. Riding alongside Tommy, actually inside Tommy, was his friend, Alcoholic Elmo. Elmo wasn't having such a great day that day. He was out of booze and really wanted to experience something a little bit more exciting. So he told Tommy the Train to go faster. Go faster, Tommy, faster! This Elmo was from New York City. Now, Tommy, being easily egged on, went faster and faster and faster until finally he wasn't able to see the turn. And he derailed. And Elmo's like, oh, Tommy, I'm dying! You killed me, you son of a bitch!
5 seconds.
Tommy left Alcoholic Elmo on the side of the tracks. Note to self, don't drink, kids.
Okay. That's not bad. All right, so
oh God, no,
that was a thing that just happened, everyone, and I hope you got the moral out of it because I want to hear it again. But this time, I don't have as much time. We don't have a whole lot of time to go into it. Let's do it again in 30 seconds. Ty, exactly as Chris told it, but this time in 30 seconds, voices and all, in 3, 2, and 1.
Once upon a time, there was this Tommy the Train Engine, and but he went with Tommy Train was his name, and Tommy Train was going down the track, and Tommy Train had a friend who was riding inside of him. His Alcoholic Elmo, which was riding inside of Tommy Train, and Tommy Train was not going that fast, and so Elmo goes, Tommy, go faster! Tommy, go faster! And so Tommy Train just started going super fast all the way. Alcoholic Elmo was from New York, and they took the corner. 30 seconds was way faster than a minute.
It was, by the way. Okay, well, that was I liked it. It was a bridge. We took out a lot of fluff, but I want to hear it again. I think there's still a little fat we can trim out and still get to the main moral of the message. 15 seconds for Melanie. 15 seconds in 3, 2, and 1.
Okay, so Tommy was a train, and he was going, and he had Alcoholic Elmo with him, and Elmo was like, I'm from New York, and I can't take it anymore, go faster! So Tommy's like, okay, I'm gonna take this corner, go, he said! So Tommy just turned the thing, and Elmo said, yes! All right.
That was beautiful. I loved it. All right.
Screaming Elmo.
All right. Well, you know what? I think we can go ahead. Jack is an experienced storyteller. I think he can actually tell that entire story in 5 seconds. So let's do it, Jack. What do you think? All right. You ready?
Sure.
All right. Let's do it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1.
Go faster! I'm walking here! No, but there's a turn! Yeah, Elmo needs booze!
Oh man, that was fun. That was fun.
Well, it made us laugh anyway.
Yeah. I don't know how that went over for the audience at home, but that was our first time ever doing that game. We've never even practiced it before, and I enjoyed it. I'd like to do that again on an upcoming show. So.
I love New York Elmo. I love drunk New York Elmo. It's getting worse.
It's just Times Square Elmo. I mean,
yeah, it is.
It's just Times Square Elmo and Times Square Thomas the Train.
Yeah,
actually on the train.
All right, so we're going to move into our next game here. This is a game we'd like to call Scene 3 Ways, even though you're going to be seeing 4 different scenes. So it actually is seen 4 ways. So, but since probably the title that you're seeing on your screen probably says Scene 3 Ways, we're going to go ahead and say it's called Scene 3 Ways. Anyway, what I need is 3 different types of film, stage, television, genres, whatever. Could be any of those kinds. Just 3 different types of genre that you might see on a screen or on a stage at some point. And then also, can I get, let's see here, for a suggestion, why don't we just, actually, Chad, we're kind of late in the show. Why don't you just pick up a suggestion that we weren't able to get to, but maybe piqued your interest along the way as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Tell you what, sausage grinder.
Sausage grinder. Okay, cool. So the scene is going to have something to do with sausage grinder. Now, what's going to happen is they're going to do a regular scene. Just regular old scene. Lasts about a minute. Who knows? Somewhere around there. And then I'm going to cut it. And then they're going to do that same scene 3 more times for a total of 4 scenes. Now, those extra 3 scenes that you're going to see, they're going to be given different genres according to what you have suggested to us. And they're going to have to make that scene into that genre. So we're going to see 4 different scenes, but it's going to be one scene done 3 different ways after they do it the normal way. So you decide for yourselves if this is really should be seen 3 ways or seen 4 ways. Just decide amongst yourselves. Chad, do we have the genres yet?
Yes, we do. Okay, so first of all, we have horror.
All right.
We have 1800s British romance. Think.
I love when that happens because you have a whole century to play with. It could be early 1800s, could be late 1800s.
Get it right.
Yes.
And finally, we have the we have the genre of Broadway.
Oh, cool. So musical.
Yeah, wow.
Musical. I guess not everything on Broadway is a musical, so I guess if they decide they don't want to sing, they can just turn it into one of those plays that's on Broadway. It's not a musical. It's up to you, I guess. So you can leave it a little open-ended. All right, so what we're going to do is, again, we're going to see just the regular old scene first. The first scene, again, or every scene really is going to be about this, but the suggestion to start off with is sausage grinder is the suggestion for this scene. You're going to have about a minute, and then we'll shift it up from there. So let's see sausage grinder regular scene in 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, Chef. Sorry I'm late.
Well, I needed you here earlier. My arm is exhausted. How many orders we got coming in today?
Can't say that I do. Would you like me to take over?
Yeah. Listen, you got to really grind it. I've been shoving everything. It's Sausage Saturday, and people line up, as you know. And so I basically throw everything left over from the fridge into the grinder and make sausages.
Everything?
Everything. You never heard the phrase how sausage was made?
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense. I've never been here for a Saturday shift, but I'm here for it.
Oh, it's exciting. Oh, you're just okay. Oh, really grind it, because sometimes there's things in there that need to be ground up to edible size.
Are we sure that everything's allowed to be in here? I thought I heard some squealing.
Oh, that was me. Oh, you're doing such a good job.
Oh, okay. Nothing shady about that.
No. I'm really glad that your mom let you come work here with me. It's a lot less lonely having you here.
Of course. Is there a reason you're pointing that out, Aunt Rebecca?
No, I just, I kind of thought when you went to college that you'd go off and get a big career, and I'm glad to see you here grinding sausages.
No,
And All right, so that was good. That was good. Let's shift it up a little bit. Let's see. I want to see this as an 1800s British romance first. Is the one I want to see first. I want to see this as I know this is weird because now it's a nephew and an aunt, but we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. It could be interesting in some way. All right, so this is 1800s British romance in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, show you late.
Oh, Charles, I'm so glad you're here. I'm really excited that you're going to come take over the family business.
If I have to, if I gotta, I will. You want me to take over?
Yes.
Or you're turning?
No, the churning. Having
I'm
an
not taking over the
apothecary.
business then. I'm just taking over the turning.
Well, for now you're taking over the turning, but
Turning is the business of turning.
The business of turning. But listen, let me tell you something. There's a girl coming in later today. She's a looker.
Oh.
I'm just saying. She's a looker. And you might just connect, you know what I'm saying? And then you may not want to go off into the big city. You may want to stay here with your auntie, grinding the apothecaries.
You can help me too. We're both helping the grind. I like turning it together. Tell me more about this lady.
Oh, she's lovely. She comes in every week for one of my special spells. She comes in for a love connection. In fact, that's what I'm making right now if you want to try it.
Why am I hearing squealing in here? Is that you?
Oh, it's me. It's the love screams that come from the apothecary shop. That's why she can.
Do we
The love screams.
Screaming in love?
Yes.
I don't want any part of that.
And scene. All right, so
This is getting weirder.
that's a good segue into our next one, which I think will be horror. So we'll just go segue straight into horror. This is the same scene, but this time as a horror film in 3, 2, 1.
Sorry I'm late, Chef. Don't know why I called you Chef when you're my...
I don't know why you called me Chef. Nobody calls me Chef anymore.
Of course, Aunt Rebecca. Sorry about that. Would you like me to take over?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Let me go grab some more things from the fridge to put into the grinder.
Well, you know what they say about sausage. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, look over there. While I shove this head.
Underwear. Okay, I'll look. Oh, we're both turning. I like it. Speed up the process.
Yes, I'm sorry about your mother.
Ow! 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 What? Do you hear that squealing?
I do. I said I'm sorry about your mother that she went missing.
This sausage, hold on. I don't think that's what you said at all. In fact, I think she's Aunt Rebecca.
That is not your mother's perfume you're smelling.
Did you put my mom in the grinder?
Yes, I put your mother in the grinder.
And scene. I want the audience to vote real quick. Who do they think is the real creepy person here? The aunt that killed his mom to grind it up, or the son who's like, did you grind up my mom?
Oh, Aunt Rebecca.
Who's the real psychopath there? All right,
We need to have the talk.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up with how we would always like to wrap this up, listening to Jack and Melanie sing. Now we're going to do the same thing. I want to hear the musical version of Sausage Grinder in 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, I'm late, Chef.
There's no grinder like my grinder, and my grinder is grand.
May I take over?
Yes!
There's no grinder like my grinder. Man, this is hard work.
It is. And now we're gonna add some limbs and some feet and some hands. It's just what I call them, just for fun.
For fun, you know, Sausage Saturday means everything. Turn it around.
Look at them lining up for our sausages.
Sausages.
And seed.
Also known as party poppers.
I feel like that might have been a cut scene from Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Right, it was the last scene to be cut. It was. They didn't want to do it, but they just had to.
So close, so close.
There
So
is
close
no
to the same.
grinder like my grinder.
Oh man! Well, that is our show, ladies and gentlemen.
For better
I
or
hope
worse.
I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, just giggling. It's fun to have Jack back. Yay! It's good.
Yay.
We miss you, Jack. We missed you so much.
Come play again.
So thank you guys for watching. I want to thank our cast real quick again for playing here tonight. Big virtual round of applause for Ty, for Melanie, for Jack, and of course, we never give him enough credit, even though he is the most important person in our cast. Everyone, big love, shout out for Chad, the guy who runs all our streams. Make sure everything is running as seamlessly as absolutely possible. For those of you guys, if you're any last minute title ideas, feel free to type those into the chat now. I'm going to turn it over to Chad because this is my absolute favorite part of the show, is figuring out the title, because it's always fun to see what the audience picked out from the show as funny. So Chad, what are our potential titles for tonight's show?
Okay, before we get into the potential titles, I do have to do due diligence and let everyone know. Thank you, first of all, to everyone who financially supported us tonight. Miss Marauder 7 with the bit cheers. I'm Nini OK, the same. Michael Glenn, RM Little, thank you all so much for the bit cheers. Those were absolutely timely, spot on. Really do appreciate it. And thanks again to Bluey408 for the resub. We really do appreciate that. Okay, now, with that being said, good Lord, there's a lot going on here.
Hefty list.
Yeah, there's a big.
I'll bet.
So settle in,
It was
guys.
a weird show.
All right, so first of all, we give birth to it throughout the night. Oh, thanks. Person with arthritis proof. You think you know suffering? Brain bones. That was a recurring thing, actually. Unicorns and glitter all in one show. Beans and Franks. Both sides of the jacket. I got one big party popper for you. Want to come eat with me in my tub? Squirrels are stupid. The more you buy, the more you see. Ooh. I specialize in all kinds of mitzvahs. You just come locked and loaded. Doing it with Elmo, a connoisseur of sweet, delectable treats. I like to jam it into the carpet. My feet are pretty clean. Floor wine or delectable foot wine. Tommy Train. Elmo kept yelling faster while inside Tommy. That was a thing that was said. Drunk New York Elmo.
Drunk Elmo.
The Love Screams. Or the Love Screams from the Apothecary Shop with an E, because we fancy. Did you put my mom in the grinder? Did you grind my mom? Sausage Grinder the Musical, Sausage Saturday, or hashtag Sausage Saturday.
There's a lot of good ones there.
Yeah, there are. So anyone in the audience, if there's any one of those that sort of picked your fancy or one that you want to vote, just type it in again. Let us know. It's sort of an upvote to let us know that is your favorite one of the night. How about the cast? What stood up to you guys? Any particular favorites?
A lot of good ones.
Yeah.
I did love Brain Bones because there was so much done with that.
Brain Bones?
I personally love the more you buy, the more you see, but I don't know. That just gave me the giggles. That gave me the giggles.
I like the more you buy, the more you see. That's good. Yeah. But while Chad is looking to see if you in the audience are typing in any of your favorites before we decide, I want to let everyone know that this Tuesday is our final March Jackbox game show.
March Madness.
Yeah, we're gonna sit here and figure out who is the winner for the month of March. It's still a really close race. I think there's three or four of us in the running, and we're gonna have some guests. I think we have 2 guests that are supposed to be coming on. I'm not really sure who they are because I don't keep up with that stuff, but I'm sure they're great and they're really good. Also, if you want to be on this Jackbox Game Show anytime in the future, we'll be playing another competition in April. Just go to our website, chaoticgoodimprov.com/contact. Let us know that you're interested, and we'll contact you. We'll give you our all of our passwords and passcodes to log in to our Discord and Zoom, and you can play live with us in front of a virtual studio audience. So I think I've wasted enough time there, Chad. Do we have a title that has been selected?
Yeah, so apparently the chat is pretty unanimous that Brain Bones is...
Brain Bones?
Yeah, they're good to go.
Works for me.
Perfect.
They like Brain Bones. We'll do Brain Bones.
We have Brain Bones.
All right, so Brain Bones is, and for those of you guys who haven't checked it out yet or don't even know, all of our shows that we've ever done on here are all on YouTube, on our Chaotic Good Improv YouTube channel, and you can see the shows that you have titled. They're all titled with whatever the title is that you guys have given us, so there's a lot of good ones out there, so and if you want to see some of your favorite shows, they're still there on the YouTube channel. Subscribe and like it or whatever you do on YouTube. I'm not sure. Chad, are we going to be doing, we have a raid planned for after the show?
Yeah, real quick. This is something new that I thought we'd try. I was browsing through and I found a interesting channel where people watch really bad old-timey monster movies and make fun of them while they do so, kind of like Mr. Science Theater, called Monster Kid Radio. So let's stop by and at least see what they're watching and say howdy on the way out.
All right, so while he's queuing that up, stick around and for those of you guys who can, just help us support during this raid. We like to support fellow Twitch streamers. So thanks everyone for watching. We could not do this without you. Your suggestions tonight were fantastic. So thank you again, and I'm sure I'll say this for all the rest of our cast, thank you and have a wonderful rest of your night.
Bye all.